What's going on, everyone? Thank you for joining me. You are in the zone, the gaming zone with Lacan, and we are back in Frost Survival VR. So I was thinking about it, and I realized, like, since they put out the update, even though it was mostly a decoration update, they did do a lot of fixes since then to some of the gameplay. So, I should have skipped tutorials. So they made some adjustments to how the fire system works. In a sense, essentially they made it so that the fires actually decay. And I hadn't had a chance to play the game since they made that change. So I wanted to hop in and see how the survival experience changes with that little update. I guess, yeah, I mean, it isn't a huge, change, but it is one that serves to make that survival experience pretty challenging. And then we're also doing hardcore mode, which means that as each day passes, it gets colder. So the faster you complete the level, the better. So we'll want to... Man, I haven't seen no rocks yet. We'll want to try to complete the survival, we want to try to complete the game as fast as possible. Otherwise, it doesn't matter what outfit we're wearing. It's probably going to get too cold for us to even survive it. So let's get to work. I will likely also start live streaming these. The live stream on YouTube will be recorded. So if you can't make the live stream, and I'll post my Twitch on my channel, but I'll likely go ahead and just live stream these as well. So if you guys want to hop in and chat with me while I struggle to survive and not die, death is permanent as well in the hardcore mode. And that one is it's going to be a little bit before I get to the next point. Okay. So how are we looking right now? Temperature is slowly going down. So let's go ahead and get a spot. And that's fun. As much as I enjoy building, creating houses and things like that, it's likely not going to work here.
I recognize this island. At the top, there is an abandoned weather station. Maybe it will help me contact
because of the delay that we have.
Oh, sorry. There will be difficult. The higher it gets, the colder it gets. And my current,
you know what? We've been through this. We'll go ahead and just keep going.
Seems to be a necessity.
Anyway, so
to continue my journey.
Jeez. Okay. So I'm not going to be able to really make any real elaborate builds this time around. I'm just going to go ahead and get the bare necessities down. It might end up being important to go ahead and actually do the installations this time. But if I do a elaborate build, I'm going to have to do it in sections. So I'll get something up that we can survive in. What's my backpack looking like? Yeah, I'll get something up that we can survive in. I'm gonna keep running, and then look at expanding it maybe a little bit after that. So far we are okay. And I'm going to go ahead and rebuild over by the lake. I just think that was a better spot. We'll get our campfire up first so we have some place to warm ourselves. And then after that, we'll get... Got room for these? And then after that, we'll get the house going. I'll stream this, or no, I'll record this one. I'll probably start the stream for the next episode on Tuesday. No, I will start it on Tuesday. Tuesday at 5 p.m. Central Time. Actually, that'll be 6 p.m. Central Time. Do I have anything for you? My hunger and thirst aren't horrible right now. We are almost there. Sort of. Am I full? Yep. That. I missed one over there. I should have went ahead and grabbed it.
I begin to hear disturbing sounds. At first I thought it was the wind wheezing between the rocks, but no, it's something else. Maybe it's fatigue, maybe my mind is playing tricks on me. Several times I had the impression that I saw some shadows moving on the periphery of my field of vision, but when I focused, they disappeared. I'm sure it's just...
And there's a second
I
cave.
need to focus and not let myself go crazy.
Here it is. The lake. So we'll first start off by putting our fire down. We'll do the advanced one. I may need more rocks. This is just 5, right? Just fine. We got another one right here. And we'll put that there. We got another there. I'm gonna need 2 to light it up. All right. So, next step, crafting bench. Tool station. Okay. I can do everything that we need. With the stone. I forgot I had that one on my hip. Just need firewood. Whoa. Okay. And then we'll get some more fire on more wood on the fire. And I'm working pretty quickly. I don't think I'm going to need all of this. I'll do this for right now. That jump is super sensitive right now. Okay. I am not heading forward. Stop it. So that will give us the ability to do this. And and make a bucket. Oh, there's a boar. No, I'm definitely not equipped for that. It might take too long for. We'll take this. Put you back in there, and let's go ahead and equip us an axe. And then instead of get that too. All right. So we know for sure, like, that I only have one life. I might could kill that boar with an axe. Maybe. I don't know for sure that I want to risk that. So let me see. Weapons, we don't got any that we can make right now, of course. Not gonna worry about the sledgehammer so much. I think we'll go ahead and do the traps next. So let's do utilities, farming and traps. Hair traps, we'll go ahead and get a few of those down pretty quick. Okay. Jeez. Okay. It's gonna drop our sanity a bit. How are we looking on space? Not great. Put you there. Something going on with the controller, left controller. Registering a lot of jumps and not hitting it. Alright. Let's get some more sticks. Get these other traps up, and then I'll go ahead and start.
Running low on fluids. Gotta drink or I won't last long.
I'll go ahead and get this last trap built, and then I'll start working on getting the house built. And water should be finished boiling here pretty soon if it isn't already. Rabbits there, but we don't have to worry about that. We'll be capturing some in these traps here in a bit. All right. So let's go ahead and get this basic design started. Buildings. I know I said basic. All right. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. All right, we got it. All right. Put the porch there. Actually, I did forget about that. When you do a build, you have to build to from the highest point when it's slopey. Otherwise your pieces start going in the ground. They got a height adjustment. Right? They did. Okay. I take that back. So you can adjust the height. adjust that one. We already got 2 rabbits. And I think maybe just need to make it a little higher. Okay. That's where we get started. Now I gotta check my sanity too. I didn't check that in a little bit. Should be okay, but wait. Is there no sanity meter in hardcore, or you don't get to see it in hardcore? That's outside of what. If the sanity is still in effect, but you just don't get to see it until you start seeing. Oh man, the Watchers. That's crazy. I'll get the dock. The dock is actually going to be extremely useful for obviously capturing fish. Or catching fish. This board is really super close. Super close. Alright, and we need one more for this. And then the rest of them need to be half logs. One more for that. And, I'm less worried about that. The construction of that. I don't know how my. Let me get my axe. I really wish it would stop doing that. I don't have a stick, do I? There's 2 in there. There's a stick there. You can see me from a distance away. And I don't know if they increase the difficulty of killing the mobs too. So I really don't want to tackle the boar just yet. But he is getting closer and closer to me. So I'm going to have to deal with it. And another boar, really? Looks like I'm gonna be getting a boar suit sooner than I thought had anticipated. Okay, so that was a figment. Jeez. Okay. So my sanity is dropped, and I have no way of knowing. Okay. Didn't expect that. I don't remember. Will you stop jumping, please? Alright. So, I do have more rabbit over there. But I'm definitely not going to go ahead and I'm not going to start killing and skinning rabbits until I have a place that I know I can get my sanity back up. Alright, well, I'm about to find out the hard way whether or not these boars are harder to kill. Alright. I'm gonna hold off on doing the rest of that. Yeah, because there's my main supply of trees and logs are over in that direction, so let's go ahead and get the walls up. Yeah, my sanity is not good. And if I remember right, we couldn't put these up until we get the walls up. That's right. Okay. Alright. So my best chance is that I catch him by surprise and get a few licks in before he gets me. Go. Nope. Ah, okay. Okay. Alright. Alright, let's chop down these trees. Get the rest of the house up. Gotta make sure to get some extra logs on the fire. because if that fire goes out, I have to replace the sticks. And you can tell it's kind of diminished a bit. Okay. So that decoration is definitely going to be very critical too. So we're going to want to get decorations in the house. So we need enough space for that, as well as enough space for the crafting stations. Whoa. Okay. Stop and get some breakfast here. I'm working all through the night. Okay, heard a 4. And if y'all are wondering why I hadn't eaten the berries yet, the berries don't really do a whole lot for hunger, restoring hunger. They do something, but they don't do a whole lot. So I want to try to go ahead and keep the berries. That sleeping rabbit. It didn't die, did it? I think I think one of the logs might have hit it. I shouldn't do this because it's going to drop my sanity. And I'm not prepared to battle or to restore my sanity yet. The fire helps. Being next to the fire helps, so I do have something, but these. So that should be all the windows. Okay. So we need five more logs to get those completed, and then we can work on the roof. And we'll have an enclosed location that we'll need to then work on getting it heated up, warmed up. So we'll put the oven down next, maybe even a torch on the other side to help combat the cold. I'm not sure how much. I'm not sure if I'll focus on the installation piece of it just yet. But we'll see. Those two things should be enough to keep at least this size house pretty warm. So once we get this up, I'll get the heat situation taken care of. Let me even check to see, can I put the door in this? So this door doesn't even work with this thing. Sledgehammer it is. I didn't think I was going to have to worry about this thing. That's 2 sticks, right? Bummer. Okay. And I lost, looks like all that material. And I did hear a watcher. I do wish they would have made that clear, at least, that if you use this, there's no door to go with it. So let me go ahead and get the roofing. Oh, I can't get those up because, yeah. Well. I have no idea where my sanity stands. 9. Oh, there's the code. Stand next to the fire, warm up a little bit. I'll come over here and get cheese. Okay. We'll have to get some more water here soon. Oh. Oh, this one's already baked. Is it? It's raw. It's not cooking though. Okay. Get all the big logs taken care of, and then start working on chopping up the smaller pieces, or getting the smaller pieces in there. So we need 2 bigger pieces for that, and then the rest are the smaller pieces. So we can get those taken care of. Lesser trips. Okay. Well, let me just go ahead and bring a few. I'll work on chopping them up. Two more trips. Two more trips worth. 93. Nice. Okay. Okay. One more set, and then we'll start getting that. We'll need rocks, so we're gonna have to build the oven, or the furnace, or the stove. Yep, there we go. There's our first nosy neighbor. All right, day 3, time for some breakfast. But we're almost done. Need one more. Four more. Which we should be able to get from this if we cut it right. Get some log on the fire here. Okay. All right. We are on. I didn't get to see what day it was. I think we're on day 4. And we have our house essentially built finally. Oh, no, we don't. We will have our house built pretty quick. But let's get this down. That down. You know what? I may do something a little different with this one. But well, and let's go ahead and get some decorations going in here. Decorations. We'll get a table with a bench. Actually, you know what? Let's try this. Yeah, I don't have any sticks. All right. Go. House built. Need just 2 of these. So there. And glitchy. We just need the sticks, right? All right. I was afraid of that. That's what I was afraid of. Okay. All right. Okay. And yeah, that should have stayed up there. I should have been able to stay up there, but whatever. We'll come to utilities, fire, and we'll get this thing going. Okay. Fireplace. Yep, I'll need that. And I need some sticks. After a point, after you've lost so much sanity, they can actually start doing damage to you. So that's my chiefest concern is, you know, I need to get be able to get my sanity back up. So that I don't have to worry about them actually attacking and hitting me. Look at them, they're already surrounding my place. Look at how many there are. I need some logs, so I can't take the stick with me. And we got, let's get this over here. And then it's under buildings maybe. Here it is, base marker. There's a table. Yeah. For that. I'll need that. Okay. We are finished. Oof. Okay, that took a lot. Okay, we're not finished. I lied. I gotta get the door. But we have our decoration. We should be getting sanity. We got heat. We're supposed to have heat. Okay. So we got heat. Now we just need to start getting our stations. I will save that for the next video. I will place the sewing station here, as well as
food. Anything I can eat right
I know.
now.
Couple of flax baskets for right now. And this requires 2 of these, 2 stone, and then a couple sticks. Just need that, which I'm going to take this, do that. Let me get this fire going. But outside of getting the door done, we already got trees growing back. We are pretty much finished with the house. Okay. So I'll go ahead and get these last few finishing touches on here. And then we'll get the last of that. Only got like these 2 logs left. Come here. Got some more mushrooms roasting, or they should be finished. Okay, And then we just need... I'm telling you, this rock is so dangerous. Look at that. Can I pick up the rock? All right. We got our sewing table. All done. We can make our rabbit fur, hair fur. So we can get warmer. Again, I'll save that for the next video. So that's going to do it for the video for today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you like, please level up this video by hitting that like button. And if you haven't already, please level up the channel by hitting that subscribe button. And then until next time, come back, join me again as we level up together, one game, one video at a time. This is Lacan signing out. Peace out, everybody. Later.